Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 85.
I'm Scott and I'm old school.
I'm Chester and I'm New School, and today we'll be talking about the Saints.
Deep dive on the New Orleans Saints. You want to do the rundown or should I do the rundown?
You can do the rundown.
Kellen Moore is their new coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he used to be?
No.
Offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Then McCarthy kicked him out and he was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Mm.
So, pretty decent offensive coordinator. So, there's new life for the Saints. Unfortunately, their quarterback is Derek Carr.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Derek Carr?
I don't know. He's just not very good.
And he's
injured and doesn't want to play for them either.
Yeah. So, so that's one big issue. Last year they were 5-12, but who knows how much that has to do with. But they were middle of the pack on the defense, ranked 18th, 24th on the offense, which isn't great. That's bottom third.
Yeah.
So they need some work. The draft just happened. You know about that?
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Their first three rounds, they had 4 picks first 3 rounds. Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle. Tyler Schroe.
Nope. Tyler Shuck.
Shuck?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't say Shuck.
Just look it up. That's how you pronounce it.
Tyler Schroe is the quarterback. They took in the second round. Vernon Bruton, defensive tackle, and Jonas Sanker is a safety. There's a lot of experts out there.
Okay.
On the draft.
Well,
they know everything.
Experts about the draft don't know anything. Sorry. There's no expert on the draft. That's not how it works.
They think they know everything. Bill Kiper Jr.'s the first culprit.
He might be the worst.
Freaking out about. Yeah. Anyway, we don't know how these kids are gonna. You can guess what's gonna happen based on their previous work. That's all you can do. I gotta be honest. I listen. I don't know anything either. Like the general managers and the coaches, this is what they do for their living. So they're supposed to be good at it. But from the outside perspective, I have no idea what the Saints were doing with this draft.
Yeah, right. Like,
go.
I mean, no discredit to Tyler Shuck, but dude's 25 and he's played 20 college games. Like, that just doesn't. I get you have injuries. There's medical stuff. There's COVID. That just doesn't work. You don't use a second round pick. You don't use pick number 40 where you get a way more, like, in my opinion, probably a more skilled player, and in my opinion that there were better quarterbacks on the board than Tyler Shuck, who's 25. 25. That's an old amount. Like, that's an old age. Like, that's around where you're supposed to be at your peak if you were from college and you went to the NFL. That's when you're supposed to be at your peak, maybe
25 to 30 for a quarterback.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yes. 25 is not super old for a quarterback, but it doesn't help to start at 25.
It doesn't help,
especially when you've only played
20
games.
When you've only played 20 games, I don't get it. Again, he played at Louisville, I believe, his last year. And the little bit of research I did, that was a pretty quarterback-friendly scheme. And that's not what the NFL is. I don't know. Like, the middle-aged man could prove us wrong. I wish no ill will on the kid. I think it's a strange pick.
Yeah, me too.
Again, I've read that they reached for this Vernon Boughton kid as well. Like, that they could have picked him up in the 4th, 5th round.
Yeah, and they went.
And he went in the early part of the 3rd round. Yeah. So I don't know. Not sure what they're doing. Yeah. It seems like their offense needs a lot more work than their defense does. But I guess the Shook kid is going to be the quarterback?
You're right. You probably have to if Derek Carr's injured and doesn't like to play or doesn't want to play or whatever. You have to.
They got some solid players on the team. Demario Davis, linebacker, so stud. Olave is great, right? You like him?
Yeah, he's great. The problem is
Who's throwing it?
he has concussion problem. Like he's had
Oh, that's
4
right.
concussions, and he was drafted in
Sheesh.
21, I think.
Okay.
So the concussions, those things add up, and they don't see what's happening to
All right.
Tua and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
so
a medical
that's
kind of
trouble.
thing. I mean,
That's
he's great, but
Yeah, that's scary though.
you got Derek Carr throwing you hospital passes. It doesn't really work out too well.
Alvin Kamara, is he still good?
He's good. He's just old. He's old.
gauging.
He's old. Same with Tyrann Mathieu.
Honey Badger?
He's old.
I feel like he had a great last year of college and then a really great couple first years.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about him much
Yeah.
anymore. Granted, you're on the Saints, who haven't been good for a couple of years, but still a solid player.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy Ryan Ramczyk,
Yeah, he went to Wisconsin.
he's a Wisconsin boy.
Yeah. Offensive lineman. It makes sense.
He's very good.
Yes.
He's really, really good. So they got some players, but there's a big question mark at the quarterback,
Yeah.
and that's kind of an important position.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm not sure and it doesn't seem. I mean, who knows? I mean, they obviously think
Yeah.
they have faith in all these people that they picked. So good on them. But like, it doesn't. There's. I don't know. Like, can they be? Are they? I mean, they're in the NFC South.
Right.
It's a benefit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see. I just don't see this. I don't see this team getting a lot better through this draft.
Yeah.
But again, I don't. They know a lot more than I do.
I guess, yeah.
They're the pros. But sometimes you look at stuff. You're like, really? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, but again, you've got your board. These people were high. They were high on this kid.
Yeah.
Apparently. Same way that the Bears were high on Mitch Trubisky when he played 14 games.
What do you go, second overall?
Yeah, and that didn't go out. That didn't go like, I don't know, 20 games.
Yeah.
These days, that's a season and a half.
Yeah. It's
You
not
know,
really
and
big
he's-
enough sample size.
And he's been there he was in college for 6 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Saints fans. It's oof. You gotta hope that they know they have obviously the coaches have a plan in place.
It sounds like the only Saints game that I watched was when our Packers beat them. But, I didn't watch any Saints games, so, it's hard for this kind of team. Like, I couldn't tell you how they play, or, obviously,
Right.
offense isn't very good, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you with the draft thing. I'm not sure what. I mean, maybe they know what they're doing, because that is their
You've
job.
got to hopefully,
Right?
but like it's I don't know. We might look back at this like, holy cow, the Saints 2 years from now, we're like, can you believe it? Like, the Saints had the greatest draft of all time. And I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have a ton of confidence in
Neither
the
do
Saints, quite honestly, going into this new year.
Neither do I.
I think it's going to be quite a.
And I
building
think
year.
I think that every single team in that division had a better draft than them.
Yeah.
Like I just see them maybe falling behind a little bit in that division.
Yeah. Well, they're already behind.
Yeah, I guess
So-
that's true.
They can only hope to
Yeah, right.
move up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Alrighty.
That's it for
That's
the
it for the
Saints.
Saints, I guess.
Saints fans, good luck. You're gonna need it. I
Yeah,
think.
right.
I'm sorry, but that's what the old school, new school
Yeah.
thinks.
I guess.
All right, that's it.
All right. Peace.
Peace.